Hello there, and welcome back to Venice. I've once again been demoted. I'm only a lowly Doge now. I'm not a Serene one. It sucked. I died in a battle, so I died a glorious death, but didn't provide me with any cash, so I don't like that. Last time I did a little bit of fighting, I lost a ton of cash due to losing the war for Carinthia here, and as a result, I had to pay 500 ducats to, well, concessions to that. So, what I have done, however, is started the building of 2 new trade posts, and we'll most likely be going off both Arborea and Cagliari as soon as we get the cash for that. So, what we will be doing this session is probably the same we did last time. Try to get ourselves back in a Doge position. So, let's see how that plan goes. So, not much is happening except that my liege won me a city. And the positive of this is that I can now declare war on myself and just take Arborea. And we're going to do that. We're going to hire, I guess 1500 men should be enough. These guys, I wouldn't imagine they actually have any allies. Well, they does have some allies, but once again, I don't imagine they have any, well, strong allies that will actually be able to help him here. So, what are we going to hire? We're going to hire a very cheap mercenary squad, and we're going to send them over there, and they should be able to win me, well, the city, hopefully. And apparently I'll have to use the house fleet, which is going to be expensive as hell, so this might not be worth it, but I'll be building my own little, well, region, so to speak. So, what we're going to do is land them in Cagliari. And the reason for that is, first of all, they can regain some morale there. Second of all, my navy won't be standing up for too long, so I won't be paying too much in costs. Let's just allow them to get morale at full, and then we'll march on Arborea, take it, we'll march on Cagliari and take a city as well, and that I think will be the end of it. Well, this is a little bit interesting, much haven't been happening. I've been, well, investing in building a military warehouse, among other things, but there's currently a very big, well, revolt going on here against Lotharingia. There's a claim on Italy, once again happening here, and potentially that could, of course, be a very good thing. If there's a claim on Italy, that means that, well, we can potentially grow very, very quickly. We can potentially snatch some land. Everything, well, could to some extent fall into the ways that we want it. So, I'm going to look for opportunity here, but I do really, really doubt that I'll end up taking anything. And the reason for that is, well, very simple. I don't really see any way I would be able to. I don't have much money. I'm currently investing a lot into trying to become the next Doge. That is definitely part of my plan. And other than that, I'm also, well, working a little. We took this one, but I, for some reason, can't actually declare war on this kid. And that is annoying me. This is the 4th minus 50 gold I've also had now. In, this is the last time, 4th or 5th. So I've lost a ton of gold to events. And I'm also having, well, some other minor issues here. Ambition will not serve him. I won't create any ambitious people that aren't actually my heir. So we'll try and stay clear of that. Military warehouse should actually allow me to build, as you can see, a defense retinue. And I will do that. We'll also, I think, save up money to build an upgrade to this thing. Reason for that, morale of army, stewardship, everything, it helps. So we'll definitely aim at upgrading that rather than anything else. We will be building that defense retinue. It will definitely be helpful. We might actually wait and do the upgrade first, then build the defense retinue. We'll see what happens. It'll probably just be a some years now where I won't be doing too much. We'll see what I actually end up with. So, I finally actually have a reason to imprison this kid. And I'm going to do that. Banish. 229 gold will be seized. I can live with that. I'm going to be able to turn this into a law major, which means that it won't hate my guts. I'll get a lot of gold, so yeah. Banishment seems to be the best thing. I will, of course, take a little bit of damage to my relations, but I can live with that. This mayor here, I think I'm actually going to give him the slip as well. We'll revoke Grand City of Bologna. So as you can see, I'm going to get a little bit of trouble here with my other vassals, but should be fine. Well, that means basically that I have complete control over the duchy myself, and I do definitely feel that to be a good thing. I do apologize, kiddo. The question is, can I actually... I should probably go in prison because it does have a ton of gold. But yeah, I'm going to keep the city myself. I will probably hand out something else though. We'll have to see. And we will probably go ahead and use the money that we just got to upgrade the military warehouse once more. We'll see what we actually end up with. For now, I'll also have to invest a little bit more cash into this, so it's a little bit too bad, but that's simply how it is. So a little bit of interesting things here. A second embargo war. Once again, we don't really have anything down here, so at least for my family, it doesn't really matter. But Byzantines do really have started causing some trouble here. They actually have taken these two, which is kind of bad. Family trade zones. I still have a fairly good control. We do have 11 trade posts. What I am thinking about doing here is going off the Candidos, because they do actually have, well, quite a bit themselves. So I'm going to get into trouble with the Byzantines. Hopefully my stupid ass liege will give up before I get into too much trouble, but he probably won't. He usually doesn't. So we'll have to see how this happens. Probably, as I said, I'll get my ass handed to me thanks to stupidity from, well, sad, annoying people. So not really too much I can do about that, but who cares? We'll simply have to try and make it do with what we have. Here's my city being sieged. I'm going to lose a lot of cash of those as well, so I'd definitely like to be my own king, so to speak. We'll hopefully sort that out soon. So yeah, as you can see, my holdings are being sieged here, and my liege can't do anything about it, so I have no idea why it doesn't simply surrender, because that would be the best for all of us. Just to make things worse here, I'll probably lose a ton more cash, because that would actually make a little bit more sense, but everything kind of sorted out here. I have been chosen the next Serene Doge. So what we are going to do here is surrender. And that should sort out that problem. I'm also going to offer a white piece here. I can take the 100 prestige loss. I don't really want to create another Doge. I'll probably take that for myself later, but for now, we'll go ahead here and end this annoying little war before things get, well, real nasty, so to speak. So, we're going to end it here. And hopefully now we can start building up our own little, well, kingdom again. Let's see, I want to assassinate this guy. That's a definite. So, what I'll be doing is assassinate anyone who is potential heir, and hopefully that'll sort my problems. If not, well, we'll have to see how it goes. I could expel the Jews, but no good reason to do that. So, we'll be looking for opportunities. I couldn't actually take anything in the revolt. I think I can take Cagliari now. Apparently I can't. So, that sucks. We'll also despawn whatever troops we actually have right now, because I have no idea where they are. I can't declare war on the Pope, so why can't I declare war on Cagliari? Can't declare war on him. Modena, can I declare war on them? No. So yeah, there's a ton of things that I can do here. I can actually seize Foggia for a vassal, nonetheless, but I might actually consider that. For now, the plan is to once again save up cash, build up my house, and try and get myself a retinue. That would definitely be the best way now to assure that I will be able to start making something work. We'll see how it all turns out. Considering the fact that we have Venice back, I'm going to invest in, well, stuff, so to speak. We're going to upgrade military organization here to level 3, which I think now actually gives me a fairly big retinue. 2,700, so I can actually make 1,500 of these. So I basically have my own little private army now. And I think I'm just going to go ahead and build it while I still can. We're also going to raise a minor fleet here. We're just going to use that one ship to transport them all to the mainland. And hopefully now I can actually sooner or later build up a retinue that can rival the Byzantines. Because once that happens, we're going to, well, start causing trouble. I got 100 ducats there from merchant family, or ugly girl marriage, as I'd like to call it. But it all works to the advantage. We are still building military buildings in the family holding, or family house, whatever you want to call it. And I'm going to keep on doing that. I'm going to do a lot of building now rather than anything else. Just build up money and power, and hopefully make things work by that. I have killed one of these guys, the Candido candidate. So for now, we'll just keep on murdering candidates. Hopefully this guy. Next. Wow, I'm getting a lot of gold right now. Good. This candidate is definitely up for either assassination or something. We'll see what we actually end up with. So, as you know, I am going to use retinues here. And as you can see, I just built one more holding, and as a result, I'm now up to 5,005. The last fact is, I'm going to get 10,000 cap, which means that I can have about 6,000 retinue troops. That'll be enough to fight virtually anything here. Damn, you have a annoying mouth, kid. Who is it? Exciting. So, we get some extra military points, good. But yeah, I'm upgrading the military holding once more. And I think I'm going to keep on building retinues up to the max, and then we're going to focus on buildings. Reason why having a good standing army is definitely going to be important, especially to deter the Byzantines, but also to, well, take land ourselves, which is going to be the one of the more important things to do. And I placed that steward wrong. It should have been here. So I'm going to suffer a little bit for that. Or I have, because I haven't actually fixed that. So what we're going to do is this. As you can see, I don't actually hate my guts too much for that. So it's perfectly fine. Let's see if we can make something work, or if I actually end up dying here from that sickness, I'm going to get very, very mad. But yeah, I'm going to plot to kill Tribuno, and probably some others too. We'll see how it all plays out. So, I managed actually to fulfill my ambition here, becoming Sultan among men. We have a god, well, no, that I support a church, sorry, accounts better goal. I think I'll take 30 piety, because potentially I can use that to, well, request money, a lot of money. 1,000 gold, so that would be actually damn sweet. But yeah, I'm building in Participatia, I'm building in Ferrara and Ravenna as well. I'm going to do a lot of building, as I said. I'm going to upgrade probably most of my holdings, and I won't be upgrading Venice until I am at a point that I'm definitely sure that I'll be able to, well, continue keeping a hold of it, so to speak. So I'll be a little bit careful on that account. But we do have a 33,000 men retinue army right now, so things are definitely going up. We're also building another upgrade to the army here. It's done in a couple of years' time, so we're definitely on the right track. We're going to have about 6,000 men in the retinue, so I might actually save up money now to upgrade this another time, just to get enough forces to kick, well, anything's butt. We'll see how it goes. Time to do a little bit of a tech upgrade here. We're going to take legalism. And I think I'll also take no, I don't want to take construction. It's not really that many days per se. So I think we'll still probably take a town infrastructure or trade. No, we'll stay for trade practices, just to get a little bit more boost to both income but also the amount of trade posts. We do need that if we want to have trade empire, 80 or so trade posts spread over our empire. We'll also of course kick Byzantine's arse, just because of the fact they are a big republic. That's basically all they are. And by kicking their arse, we'll be able to, well, make things work for us. We might actually go ahead and implement them to some extent in our, well, own empire. I have no idea if I'll take the Byzantine Empire title. I probably will. But we'll figure it out down the line. For now, the focus is just build, more or less. Build and make sure that we survive and thrive. So, I asked twice now. As you can see, I lost 200 piety. The reason is, I asked Mr. Pope here to give me cash. So, ask for money is... He doesn't actually care about that, because he denied me first. I tried a second time, I got 1,300 ducats from him. Which, of course, now puts me in a pretty damn dominant position, since I do now have 6,000 men in a retinue. So, I can potentially now start kicking some, well, Italian arse, and use that to my, well, humble advantage, so to speak. So what we're going to do now, I think, is keep on upgrading my main holding. I've added the Palace 4 on the upgrade list. It takes 6 years though, so it'll take a while to get that done. But the administrative office is done, and as you can see, it gives some pretty nice bonuses. We're going to keep up with wine cellar, secret passages, everything here. But I decided to build the Grand Palace first because I get extra trade limit, and it's a little bit important. We'll also go ahead and invest some gold here to make sure that I stay in charge. It's better than risking, my apologies, risking being, well, voted off the Isle, so to speak. But I'm a little bit unsure if we should actually try and conquer something. I haven't done so in a while, but I do have the means. But I don't really have the Casus Belli. I can attack this guy, but that's about it. So I think we're going to give our guys a test run. Going to attack Benevento. The Duke of Genoa does actually, I believe, have some interesting allies. As you can see, King of Italy, King of Burgundy, King of Castile. So if I want to attack him, I kind of have to make sure that my retinue is at full capacity. And I think that's the only way I really can be sure that it would work. So I'll be a little bit careful with my money. But I can really start using it now for both mercenaries and other things. So conquest is definitely in the cards here. And apparently someone claimed one of my titles. Considering that it's the Byzantine Empire, that could be very, very bad. But we'll have to see if we can actually fight them off. Are they? No, they're still Orthodox, so I should have... No, I can't use Holy War on them, unfortunately. Which sucks, but nothing really I can do with that. So, we'll be trying to, as I said, take as much land as possible and make something out of that. I have no idea if we'll actually want to fight Italy here, claim Spoleto. It's kind of tempting. When I think about it, since we'll get a lot of land, I might actually hand over a city to him or something, and then use that as my, well, basing ground or something like that. 6,000 men should potentially be enough to fight Italy, but it's a very big alliance, so I could very much be screwed. But I do have money, so potentially we can hire mercenaries, so we're not in a really bad position. We're just kind of building ourselves up. Should have built the army buildings a long time ago, but that's my mistake. We'll continue more of this next time. As you can see, we are doing fairly well for ourselves. We are making ourselves one spot in the world. The Byzantines will be a little bit annoying to deal with, but it shouldn't be too much of a problem. Hopefully we can also declare war on Genoa and Cagliari next time. We'll have to see how things play out. Thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this. Feel free to come with comments, praise, criticism, anything you feel like. And I will see you around next time. Bye.